Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Just wait. I'm searching, am I gonna have a storm in just some minutes? Like, it's coming really dark. And I just want to know... maybe. I'm gonna... Le parasol. I'm gonna take it back and... I just don't want to have any issue. I'm back. I think that it's better like that, like... If it's beginning to rain or the storm and all, I'm not gonna go out during the middle of the episode. The middle of this fight between Bakugo and Todoroki. But I'm still not sure that we're gonna have it right there because, again, what happened to Iida's brother? I'm saying again because I just watched the last episode. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye and I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I made for it. Remember that I made a playlist for each animes, each shows that I'm reacting to, so you can have all of the episodes, into the chronological order. Just in case, check the links. I just watched the last episode and normally we should have, Todoroki against Bakugo right there, but I'm not so sure of it because for me what happened to Iida's brother could break everything, could interrupt everything. I know that they can't interrupt everything each time that a villain, is coming out and all, but right there, that villain killed an amazing hero, a big one. So for me it would be logical, that all of the other great heroes, they're gonna be warned and because of that they're gonna intervene, they're gonna try to do something. But at the same time, that villain, we saw that he was talking with another one, that maybe we're gonna have these three villains together as a team. So maybe in fact, we're gonna have a discussion between these villains and even if, heroes, they're gonna come right there, they're not gonna find him, they're not gonna be able to deal with the situation just right now. For Iida, again, what it's gonna mean for him to lose his brother, there are two possibilities, he's gonna get sad, he's gonna get depressed, he's gonna give up on his dream because he was doing all of that to make his brother proud, to be like his brother because he admired him so much and all. So he can go depressed like that, or, and I think that he's more gonna go on that direction because we know Iida, we know that he's not someone who is giving up, he's someone strong, into his mind. He can go, for a revenge, on a revenge path, and maybe he's gonna go mad, really angry and stuff like that. And it can be rough also to see Iida going on that direction because Iida, I wouldn't say, that he's a nice character, a sweet character like Ochako and Deku can be, but Iida is really respectful, he's really loyal and all of that, and I would be afraid, if he's going on that direction, I would be afraid for him to lose some of his values or stuff like that, and I don't want that, for sure I don't want that. But right there it's gonna be rough to see Iida, how he's gonna be impacted by that news, how sad he's gonna be and all, that's gonna be rough. But see, for me, we need time for it. We need to see Iida saying it, to his friends and all. So to have the fight Bakugo and Todoroki during the same episode, it would be so weird. I'm not sure, that the two scenes, moments, would really mix well together. Bakugo against Todoroki, that's a fight we want to see, that's a fight we want to be focused on also, and that's why I think that they would deserve an entire episode just for them, because these two, their powers, their quirks are really wonderful, and also their attitudes, their ways of thinking, of dealing with their powers, what they want to show, what they want to be. They are the same, you know, in a way, even if they don't have the same background for sure. Even if we still don't know Bakugo's background, and you know it, that's one of my theory. I think that it can explain maybe Bakugo's background, why he's like that. Like for me, to have him like that, being so arrogant and all, you know. And you know, when he was a kid, for sure he wanted to be admired, he wanted to be the best and all of that, to lead his group of friends and all. Okay, you're a kid, it can be explained. But the fact that he stayed like that all along these years, and he stayed, you know, with that mentality, that way of seeing stuff, for me maybe it can be explained if at his home maybe things were not that great, maybe he was not considered by his parents, maybe he had some difficulties, you know, at his home, something like that. So it would be interesting at some point to discover Bakugo's background. I don't think that it's gonna happen right there, but it would be great. And for Todoroki to be against Bakugo during this fight, I want for him to use his two sides, and I want for him to understand that these two sides, it's the two sides of his quirk. It's himself, you know, is like that, and it's not because he's taking, you know, one of his powers from his dad that he has to use it like his dad, that he is like his dad, not at all. And for now, he's confused by all of that because during all of these years, he built himself, you know, in a position of his dad, being sure, you know, that he would never use his left side because it's like his dad, because his dad would be proud of it, and he doesn't want to make his dad proud of him, but also of himself because of that. So for Todoroki to use it, it's really weird, but I think that he understood what Deku said during their fight, so he can understand that he can be himself, and to be himself doesn't mean to be like his father. So maybe during this fight against Bakugo he can understand that. I would love that. I would truly love it. Okay, let's go for this episode. I'm really excited about it, and at the same time, like I just said, I'm also worried about it because for Iida that's gonna be something, you know, and that's gonna be sad. At the same time, Bakugo against Todoroki, that can be amazing, but that can be also difficult. If it's like Deku against Todoroki, that can be difficult and painful to watch. So we'll see about it, and that's it. Let's go for it. Let's go for this episode. Am I prepared for it? I have the impression that I'm not prepared for it. Because I said during the review of the last episode that I should take a tissue, you know, for Iida who just lost his brother. That's gonna be awful, and I didn't prepare any. I think that I just made a mistake, but I don't want to move and all of that. I told you during the beginning of the last intro, I told you that I'm a little tired, you know, today, so really I don't want to go just to take a tissue and all of that. If I'm gonna need it, you know, I will take it, but for now, let's try something, you know, like I'm gonna try to not cry. Just to not have to use a tissue, you know, to get up. I'm sure that I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna totally fail, but let's try it. Oh! And like always, remember that if you want to have my Patreon on which you can have these episodes earlier, we have 4 episodes of advance, so 2 weeks of advance. If you want these episodes with an extended or 4 action part, if you want to support me, it's on my Patreon. And it can be appreciated, and more than that, it can be truly useful for me. You know, I'm a little reactor. Just see, you know, the numbers of followers that I have on YouTube and that I have on Patreon, and you'll see that I'm a little reactor. So if you want to support me, don't hesitate. If you can, don't put yourself into any difficulties, please. But if you want and if you can, it can be appreciated. Let's go. You rejected your father, because of that you rejected that part of yourself. Nah? Friends, they know each other since they are kids. In his own weird way, Bakugo wants you to use your full power. Yeah. It's gonna explode from the inside. The music! Shut the fuck up! I don't want to see you! What you? Are you taking that personally? He's weird on the way for Bakugo, you know, to push him to use his full power, Todoroki's full power. For Bakugo to say that. It's not only a fight against you, it's a fight against himself, against his father. Come on! Yes! Come on! He's your best fan! They both know that you have to be fully yourself to be the best opponent for them. It's already finished? Todoroki. You're out, Todoroki. Yes, he wins, but Todoroki, is he okay? Bakugo, you know, his pride for sure is not accepting to win like that. Not half of the episode! This fight, it's half of the episode! And it only took 4 hours, all of these games. Where is Iida? He's not gonna be there. He told you? He's dead? He's dead. Ah, he already said goodbye to his brother.
僕ら少年強いな君は。ただ相性その覆すには個性に頼りきりじゃダメだ。
That's a good advice.
轟少年、決勝で左側を収めてしまったのは訳がある。優先できっかけをもらって分からなくなってしまいました。あなたのようなヒーローになりたかった。
You can.
俺だけが吹っ切れてそれで終わりじゃダメだと思った。生産しなきゃならないものがまだある。
For sure, to understand about yourself, you can do it.
深くは聞くまいよ。今の君ならきっと生産できる。はい。さて、爆豪少年。こりゃあんまりだ。
Bakugo.
メダルは受け取っとけよ。
He's gonna eat it. If he's at the hospital, it means that he's not dead yet. It's already a surprise for me. He's not dead! It's amazing! Now you're gonna die! No! He's not dead, he's not dead, he's not gonna die. One of your sisters? You're gonna visit your mom? You can visit your mom, it's not the first time. Oh. I thought, you know, that it was forbidden for him maybe to visit his mom. No. Ah, so you never went. Okay. Go for it. Go for it. Did she watch you during the festival? The start of your new life. Yes. Careful. Careful. You're his mom. That's your starting line? I want to see your parents, Bakugo. I was interested by that, you know, I had a theory about Bakugo being like that. Maybe because something is wrong, you know, at his place, with his family, at his home. Like, really for me to explain the fact that he's like that. As a kid, it's normal, you know, you want to brag, to be the best and all, but normally growing up, you're beginning to also think about how the others are feeling and to be in empathy with them and all. And I thought that maybe Bakugo was not like that because he was forced to be the best, because maybe at his place, you know, something was going wrong with his parents or something else. But right there, it's a pretty good house, you know, that you have, Bakugo. And you have your mom at least, and it seems a natural, you know, a normal, a regular relationship with her. So, okay, it's not coming from that. Oh, Chaco, your parents, they came. They are supporting you. And for sure, your mom is supporting you, Deku. And that's so great. But yes, she's worried about you, like everyone. And yes, you need to find a way to deal with your power, to not make everyone worry, and also just for yourself, you know, for using his entire power also, because what he said to Todoroki, in fact, Deku, he can say it to himself, because all of these things, you know, about his body being affected by his quirk when he's using it, because of that, he can't use his full power. Do you understand what I mean? So, it's a little the same for him. Todoroki visiting his mom, for sure I would want to see more of it, you know, to see it truly, that reunion, but at the same time I understand why they are cutting it right there, and do we really need to see it to just imagine, guess how it's gonna be? Not really, so it's great. And the only thing that we need to know, in fact, it's the first time that he's visiting his mother, so it means that something is changing for him. He's saying it, that it's his starting line now, you know, like he wants to save her, to get her out of there. And it means stuff, you know, for him to be there, to say that, to think that. And by talking with her, you know, he's gonna have the confirmation that he was loved and that she's supporting him, and that maybe also it's okay to use his left side, that he's not like his father, and that he's gonna be okay. It was a little, not sad, but frustrating. Like, you know, Bakugo was frustrated that Todoroki didn't use his full power because he was conflicted by it. He was conflicted by it in front of Deku, but Deku pushed him so much and explained it also to him. Really, like, you want to be fully yourself, you want to use your full power, you want to use your full power to do your best. Don't you want to do that and all? You're not like your father. But against Bakugo, it's not the same, because Bakugo doesn't know the truth, you know, about handover. I mean, he listened to that conversation between Todoroki and Deku, but he doesn't know all of it, and also he never met handover, and no matter what, for Bakugo, feelings and all, they don't count, so he wouldn't go, you know, on that sentimental side, you know, of using your quirk fully and all. He was more going on the side, you know, of that discussion, like, you have to be fully yourself, use your full power, I'm a good opponent, I'm strong, don't you want to be strong against me, you know, like, am I not enough for you to use all of your power? But I can understand, you know, that Todoroki didn't do it because he was conflicted by it. He understands that it means a lot for him to use it, that it would be okay, but at the same time, for his father, how his father reacted, he needs time to think about it, to decide what he's gonna do with it. So I can understand that right there, right now, it was too soon for him. After having that reveal during the fight against Deku, it was too soon for him to be like, okay, that's it, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna totally change and all. I would have loved that, but at the same time, I'm glad that this anime is not making it like that, because it means that for the development of their characters, they're gonna do stuff right, you know, like in a logical way. They're gonna take the time to make developments, like characters are not gonna jump from one feeling to another one, and they're gonna make stuff really logical, so it's really cool. Bakugo won, but for sure Bakugo being Bakugo, he doesn't accept it because he didn't win. entirely like against an opponent who is truly himself, and he doesn't consider that as the big fight that he wanted to have as a final. You know, in his mind, for Bakugo, Todoroki gave up and he doesn't accept that. But you know, for him to take his medal by refusing it, you know, being blocked like that, that was fun. I loved what All Might said to each one of them. That was cool, that was good advices, you know. Iida and his brother. I'm glad, in a way, because for me, Iida's brother was already dead, you know. For me, he was killed right there into this street, and it was the end of this character. I truly thought so. Like, I made my review of the last episode in the intro of this one, thinking that and already imagining what it could mean for Iida going on a revenge path, you know, becoming Dark Iida, you know, with a lot of anger and all. And in fact, no, he's not dead. It doesn't mean that maybe Iida is not gonna go on a revenge path and is gonna become Dark Iida. It still can happen, you know, because right there his brother was attacked like that, and it's gonna demand a response, you know, at some point. But at least he's not dead. Okay, is it to really bad health and it's gonna take time for him to get better and all, but he's not dead. And even if, you know, he would die during the next episode, you had the time to talk with him, and that's gonna be great. But poor Iida, I felt sad for him. And the fact that he told the truth to his friends, you know, like he warned Deku and Ochako, that's so cool. These three really are such good friends now. So cool. That was interesting for Deku to say that a good opponent during this festival that was also a good friend. You know, something about it, that was cool. And over, I hated all of this time, you know, the fact that during each of Todoroki's fight, each time I was gonna say we had a camera on Andover, you know, to see how he was reacting and all. I don't want it. Like, I know, I understand why we have him, but I don't want it. I don't care about his opinion and all of that, because his opinion doesn't count at all. Okay? For Todoroki's development, his opinion, Andover's opinion, doesn't count at all. And as soon as Todoroki is gonna understand that, he's gonna be free, you know? Like, he doesn't need to reject his father, he needs just to ignore his father, ignore his existence and all of what he wants and all of that, and just to live his life fully like he wants, like he is supposed to, you know, to be truly and fully himself, and to just ignore his father. By rejecting his father and by being so much, you know, against his father, in fact, he's giving too many importance, you know, too much credit, in fact, to his father. No, ignore him. It's already the end of this festival, and I have still 2 episodes to watch today, you know, 1 or 2 episodes to watch today. I really thought that it would take me, you know, these 4 episodes to end the festival. Really, the rhythm of this season, I have some trouble to understand it, and also really not just the rhythm, but also these actions, how long, you know, they are lasting and all, because for me, all of what happened during this festival took 1 week, 1 entire week. If we would be logical, you know, with stuff, organization and all. And for them, it took less than 1 day. It's like that, you know, with anime. And, you know, no matter what, it's gonna be better than... Oh, I don't know the name in English. Olive Tom in French. This anime, 1 game of this anime was lasting for 21 episodes, so really, truly, it can't be worse. You know, for being logical with the chronology, with stuff, being logical how long they are lasting and all. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this video right there and I'm gonna watch 1 or 2 more episodes for you. It's the end of this video, so it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Great.